What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Those of you who don't know, my name is William Bootsy Blandon, and in this video I want to talk about my last retail job. It wasn't my last job period, but it was my last retail job. It was at Bed Bath & Beyond. I was at one store in Norwalk, Connecticut. I think some of the same people are still there. I got to go by and check them out. And I also worked in the Farmington. It's right across the street from the West Farms Mall. It is now closed. It is now officially closed. So, sorry, excuse me. I'm like Glendon, wiping my nose in the middle of the video. So, total, I was at Bed Bath & Beyond for 10 years. 10 years total. 7 in Norwalk, and then the last 3 in Farmington. I met a lot of good people, even people that I didn't even like in the beginning, and I later liked. But I want to say probably the last 2 years, the disrespect was just rampant. I had one manager like physically shouting at me, like really aggressively. I guess he used to be in the army or whatever, the military. Really aggressively, like he wanted to fight me because I didn't put some tiles in the correct place. That's just one example. Another example, some girl, I'll never forget her because she was a black girl, but she had the English accent. She was from England somewhere. Now, I was in receiving department. So one of my jobs was to get rid of the cardboard. But if somebody needed a certain size box, or even a customer, you had to ask me, this was not in my job description, to put aside certain size boxes. And I would put them aside as I'm going, because I'm also pricing stuff and I'm disposing of cardboard. So you had to ask me nicely. You couldn't just come up and act like it was in my job description. But a lot of people thought that that was part of my job. It wasn't even part of my job to throw away your cardboard. Because as a sales associate, you're supposed to come back there, throw out the cardboard. But if you asked me nicely, I would do it for you. Seems simple, right? This girl with this English accent came up to me, and I was already frustrated about retail in general at this point, but came up to me and said, I have to put her aside this certain size box. And she made it clear that this certain manager told her to tell me. Guys, I was so heated. I'm talking about ready to fly heads. Fly heads. That's how heated I was. I came storming out of the stock room. Told the head manager, I stopped her. I was like, yo, I'm letting you know I'm very upset. This is not going to fly. I want to speak to this manager as soon as she comes in. Because the head manager was in, but the assistant manager, she wasn't there yet. And I already didn't like this chick from jump. So I dared her to like get rowdy with me. And I'm very quiet. You could tell I'm very non-aggressive black dude. The most less threatening black dude that you could possibly meet. But that day, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was straight nigga. The hood came back. Colonial Village came back. I was heated. I was ready to fly heads. I was so mad. I couldn't look anybody in the eye. I was like, how dare this chick tell me you tell her I have to do. It was just the way she said it. And I was already frustrated with the job. I'm not going to lie. I was already frustrated with retail. But the way she said it, I just completely flipped. I was less aggressive when that guy was yelling at me about the damn towels. I should have been aggressive then. But, you know, I felt some respect for that guy yelling at me because at least he was a manager. This chick had the audacity, 20-something, younger than me, and she said it so aggressively because she was having a bad day. So that was just the one thing that just took me off. I didn't quit that day. But it was shortly months after that I finally left. And that chick didn't even stay with the company. She quit before I did. So all that hooting and hollering in her office and acting like I did something wrong, you're not going to talk to me like a child, you know what I mean? You know, but I didn't leave that day, but I left shortly after. HR lady calmed me down because me and the HR lady was cool. So she calmed me down. I was aggressive like Sean Blandon, like my brother. Like Sean don't play when he get into arguments and shit. Like that was Sean Blandon level. You know what I mean? So she calmed me down, but I quit shortly thereafter. Will I say I would have waited a little longer? Yes, because that chick was already gone, so that conflict was gone. I would have probably, if I could have gone back in time, I probably would have gave it at least another 6 months to a year before I quit. Because I still started Chennai business, but I quit prematurely because it wasn't until I became an Uber driver that I was able to funnel money back into the company and get all this SBA funding. But I was just heated that day. I ain't gonna lie, I became straight ghetto that day. I could tell it was in. I saw some of the girls, and their faces were like, because this is the calm will. They never saw the side of me. You know, they see the quiet demeanor, calm dude. But that day, I was ready to fly heads, guys. I'm gonna tell you, I'm dead serious. I might have gone to jail that day if somebody said the wrong thing. You know, that's how retail can get you. Another thing I didn't like about retail, it was like high school all over again. Everybody talking shit, you know what I mean, behind your back. You know what I mean? The cool club and all. It was just this group in the Nog store that I called. And it wasn't like a real group. It was just what I called them. I called them the cool club. There was certain members in the cool club that was always talking shit, and I didn't like it. One member of the cool club I was always cool with. He just happened to be the one black dude in the cool club. Shout out to Mike Young, if he ever sees my videos. Me and him was cool. He was in the cool club, but we were still cool. You know what I'm saying? But retail, it put me over the edge, and that's pushed me to become an entrepreneur. I don't even think I was ready, but it kind of pushed me out there. Fast forward, Chennai business, you can go watch the old videos. I did amount a lot of corporate credit with that company. Right now, I only have the channel. I've made a lot of mistakes. Money was misspent. I take 50% of that responsibility. My brother definitely deserves the other half because he overspent and wasn't bringing in no money. I was at least bringing in money. Fast forward, that business failed, but as you see, I still kept the channel. The channel actually helped push me along this journey. This channel now will be acquired by my holding company, and I talk a lot about holding companies on this channel. So that's where we're at now. That's the real reason why I left retail. I did try one more time to go back to work, which was a community center and group home. But those were both during the pandemic, and I was also working on my holding company stuff while I was doing that. So guys, I've always been getting ready, prepared for this journey. I've always been doing this stuff. You know, I've even been working on the channel for years, knowing that it ain't gonna bring me no money now. I was thinking when I started it. You can go back years on this channel. Years. If you're watching this on Chennai Business. If you see this on the new Blaine Drake channel, that's a new channel. But on this Chennai Business channel, I got videos going back years. Nobody was watching them. But you see my struggle, you see my success. So you can't say, oh, he don't know how to do this stuff, because I built corporate credit in the past. I didn't know about the holding company strategy, but I knew about corporations. I knew about corporate credit. We messed up a lot of money. We did. Between me and my brother, we messed up a lot of money. And I don't know if it's his depression or whatever, but he just disappeared. No, I didn't have him killed. I did not have him killed. He just disappeared off the map. Like, nobody seen him, talked to him, nothing. Everybody from Nog blames me like I did something. It's my brother. He was last known in Waterbury, Connecticut. If y'all find him, I'll give you a finder's fee. I'll keep it real with y'all. I will put up $500 if y'all can give me an actual address he's at. Because it's still my brother. You know, I want to see if he's all right. You know what I mean? And then now that I'm coming out of the failure and we're seeing some success, I want to bring him in later. So I'm hoping I find him after I start making some big money. Bring him in the fold somehow. If it is worst case scenario, I'll hand him a check for my responsibility of the failure of the business. You know, it won't be as equal to what we started it with, because I had to do a lot of stuff to recoup those losses from that business. But I still got the Shania Business channel. It's been a great journey so far. I'll be honest with you. Been a great journey. I got certain stressful people out of my life. That was major. If you get all the stressful people, I got a video on this channel about it. Get all the stressful people out your life. I promise you things will get better. I promise you. You'll better, even if it's just clearing your mind. I'm starting to think about my health. You know what I mean? I'm, over 50 years old. My next birthday will be in this year, December 2021. So I'm starting to think about my health. But this has been a good hustle. This has been a good journey, y'all. I'll be honest with you. I no longer hate the government. Damn what y'all say. I don't hate the government. The SBA and the IRS are not your enemies necessarily if you're on this journey legal. I'm not trying to be a scammer, guys. I am not, because I don't want to go to jail. The SBA currently has all my information. I've amounted, you'll hear me talking about it, a lot of SBA funding during this pandemic that, I'm not going to lie, has kept me afloat. I've paid off all my debt. We free, guys. I feel like a freed slave. We free. Give me free. Paid off all my debts. And this is after a failed business. So guys, it's not too late if you make a mistake. But when you get my age, you don't have too many mistakes left in your life, guys. You know what I mean? If you're 20, I ain't gonna lie. If you're in your 20s, you could fail 2, 3, 4, 5 times in business and still make a comeback. But I'm middle-aged. And I'm starting to think about the future. I still have some great years ahead of me, guys. I'm only 50. I still got plenty of great years ahead of me. But I feel like we're on the right path because I finally figured out the game. Why did it take me so long? This is why I'm sharing this on this channel. Because I don't want you guys that are seeing this, and even in their 20s and 30s, I don't want you guys to take this long. I don't want you to be already 50 and be like, damn, I figured out the game. You know what I mean? I want you to figure it out now. Now, for you guys my age, official middle age, I know it sounds old to some of you, but 45 to 55 years old, if you're just now starting this journey, it's not too late. We still young. We look young. If you're black, you definitely look young. We still got some partying in us. We still got a lot of good years. We can have sex. At least I can. You know what I mean? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's not too late. This is still, technically retirement ain't till about 65. Guys, I'm only 50. And I have no young kids. My daughter's about to have a child, so I am about to be a grandfather, but that's her child. You know what I mean? I can get that back. You know what I mean? Love them, hug them, give them back, and then go about my way. So we're still at a good point in our life. We're still young enough. We can start this journey, make some money, and start planning. Because I'm already starting now. I have a journey where I can actually plan for retirement. Had I stayed in retail, guys, for the next 30 years, not only will we be all broken up, because that's a lot of physical work, so I'm going to be older than I actually am physically. All my pains went away when I left retail, guys. I had a pain in my knee, and the young people was clowning me, talking about, oh, it's arthritis because you old. No. The doctor tells me, no, it's not arthritis. You're doing too much wear and tear. You're doing equivalent to a athlete on your knee going up and down the damn ladder with no spotter. But they clowning me talking about arthritis because I'm old. You know, at the time I was 47. 47 ain't old. I know to some of you young kids, I get it. When I was 20, if somebody 47 was around, you'd be like, oh, you old. That's technically middle age. You know what I'm saying? I get it, y'all. It's to y'all, it's old, but it's not too late. If you in between 45 and 55 years old, that is a good time to start this journey, because hopefully all the kids is out of the house. Hopefully you don't get your grandkids every day, so you got some time to think. Hopefully you figured out who you want to be with the rest of your life, or you totally single. So it's a good time in your life because you can figure some things out and start focusing on starting a business. Let's start now. Now, I don't want you people to think retirement age is too old, you know, because it's still technically not too late. So if you are 65 and you can still work on this stuff, start your own business, you know, and in 10 years you'll be 75, you can just kick back and literally do nothing and still have money coming in. Now, if you under 45 and then you in that retail hustle and that grind and that struggle that I'm talking about, start a business while you still there. I'm not saying quit. Set up an LLC. Just set it up. Maybe that'll make you get focused. Start setting it up. Sell whatever you got to sell. Create some type of commerce and start a business and work on your corporate credit. I promise you, you'll thank me if you do this. While you're in that retail job, set up an LLC. Get some type of commerce. I don't care if you just got selling old shit online from Craigslist and putting some money in. And then a year time goes by and you structure this properly, not only will you qualify for corporate credit, but now you can expand your business. And possibly by that time, now it's time to quit your job. Once your job gets in the way, I say quit. But truth be told, my job was online, so there was no excuse for me to quit so soon. It wasn't in the way. But if you got a service-based business and you losing money by being at work, then you know it's time to leave. Very simple. Very simple. So this is the journey that we're going to be talking about on this channel. Man, it's been a long one, guys. Watch some of my older videos. You'll see it's been a long journey. A lot of struggle. I'm thanking God I went through it, though. Believe it or not. Even the bad. Because if I didn't go through all this bad and struggle in my life, would I be here today? If things were easy for me, if I didn't get picked on and called ugly, big nose, dark skin, would I still be the same person I am today if my life was easy? I might not be. Think about that. I think I had to go through all this struggle to be the person I am today. And I hope it makes a difference in your life. I really do. You know, all it takes you to get started. I'm just asking you to get started. I don't care if you're in that lousy, I don't care if you're at McDonald's. Let's get started. Let's get in the building, especially if you're young. Guys, I wish I could just shake some of you and just, you know what I mean? Like if you under 30, just shake you and be like, start now. You don't know how great it'll be if you start now. But we're not thinking about this stuff when we're young. You know what I mean? This is why you need old heads to tell you this stuff. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you for continuing this journey. Subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll catch you guys next time.